Okay? Everyone has their faith like it was an issue when you're not even walking that path. Let me move on to the divorce. So there was an event that occurred maybe 4 years ago. I'm not going to expose this situation that happened in Toronto, and I pretty much was set on filing for divorce. I didn't do it, but pretty much she stepped out of the marriage, and I just had this gray cloud that always followed me. And of course, like I had opportunities to also step out, but I always chose the family. She keeps trying to bash me that I chose the family and the kids. Yeah, I did. And yes, I'm going to choose, because I'm always going to choose responsibility over happiness, period. All right? I get it. Women want the full package, and I respect that. Everyone's entitled to happiness, but I'll always choose responsibility over happiness and keeping the family together, because there's no such thing as the grass is green. There's always going to be problems. So this card of we only sticked around because we had kids and we had different operations happen. Yeah, like I had that. Plus, you're hopeful. You're hopeful. So don't use this card that I was not. I was just here for financial gain. That's bogus. Okay. That's just crazy to me. Anyhow, so she sells me this idea to hit the reset button to move to Atlanta. And I have reservations about it, because I was like, yo, you need your family. You need that support. When you just need that family support. You don't know anybody in Atlanta. Like, I got people in Atlanta. Like, you're not from here. But the idea of a reset button was convincing. So we made that move. And 1 month into moving to Atlanta, she goes on this cruise. Keep in mind, like, I had reservations, not even moving to Atlanta. So 1 month coming into Atlanta, she's like, I'm going on this cruise. And I'm like, yo, we just moved here. What you talking about a cruise right now? Like, we got to figure this thing all out. You want to go party on a cruise for 4 or 5 days? Is you good? What's popping? But you know what? I didn't want to be controlling. I was like, you know what? Go. I'm here with the kids in a new setting, whatever. And I just had this gut feeling that something was happening. So when she comes back, plus I got, someone cued me that something did happen. She comes in, she doesn't even really greet me. She goes into the room. Okay, now we're going to talk about this whole abuse stuff that she was talking about yesterday. She goes into our marital space. And let me give some context here that's very important here. When we were right before moving to Atlanta, we sat down with a family member who said, hey, you guys need to stop showcasing your bed, your marital space there. You got to keep that as a safe haven, away from the public. And that was kind of what we understood moving to Atlanta. So when I knew what I knew and I saw her go into the master bedroom and just lay on the bed, I was just like, the audacity of you to just, after you know where you've been, to come sit down on this bed right here. And I told her, get the hell out of here. What you talking about? There was a hustle and tussle. I never striked her. Okay? I never put my hand on her. And that was it. Was she probably scared? Yeah, she probably was, because I was angry. Like, how dare you come back from a cruise doing some ish, which you already admitted to in the video yesterday, and lay up in our bed like nothing just happened. Okay? I never striked you. I never hit you or anything of that nature. Right? In fact, we don't even talk about hitting. I got like a 20-minute video of you attacking me. Okay, with your mom in the video and your assistant. All right, and you know this. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyhow, I don't want to go there. This is just disgusting that I got to come here and defend myself. All right, so that's now there's like damage in the marriage here. And I got my guard up now, like I'm just moving forward. This is like, we moved in September. This occurred in October. Come New Year's, now she's telling me she's pregnant. So I'm thinking like, did something happen in the cruise to lead forward to this? Even her family asked her like, did something really happen in there? She denied it. Nothing happened. Like nothing intercourse wise happened there. But I had my eyebrow up. Like, what you like? Of course I'm questioning you. You know what I'm saying? And then she's telling me that I abused her. What are you talking about? Like, we're moving forward with our lives, even though I am, skeptical about things. To say that like I raped you, what are you talking about? Like that was the one thing from yesterday that I was just like, unbelievable. And this is what gaslighting is. You know what you did 2 months ago, but to deflect the truth here, you try to throw in this rape BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just came back from cheating over there. Don't try to gaslight the situation here and talk about, that this is rape and this and this and that. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Anyhow, we're moving on with our lives. The baby comes, and our child's name is Aya, which ultimately means a sign, okay? I named the child Aya because, you know what? I was like, this is a sign that no matter what, because everybody goes through shit. Ain't nobody perfect. This is a sign right here, to just move forward with our lives. And the problem with that was everything just kind of got worse. She got into a snowball of many things. Before even Aya was born, she got into a car accident. Then she delivers the baby. Then she had preeclampsia. And I'm here by your side all the time. Then she gets into a fight with her mom, fight with her sister. She's firing assistants. Now we're into like February, March of 2020. And she brings divorce talks. Nothing really provoked it. She just felt like the grass is greener. And I'm trying to let her know, like, yo, I've been by your side. In fact, like, I would constantly remind her, like, yo, I'm by your side. Like, you act like you punched it, like you delivered this baby I'm right by you. I've been there, every step of the way, So I'm thinking, like, could this be postpartum? Be patient with the situation. So she brings the divorce talks. Before the divorce talks, though, this opportunity for this reality show comes into the picture. And I was supportive because, I knew, like, she was ready to take the next step of coming off the internet. So I supported her there. But, when she brought the divorce talks, she I don't know what made her think like that. Oh, there's an opportunity here. I'm going to jump on board. Like, it was never about the money for me. I'm a family man, okay? I've chosen the family time after time, all right? So now I'm telling her, like, I'm not doing it. Not to be spiteful, but I'm not going to go play actor in front of the, national television for the world so that it can blow up in front of the world on national television. Hell no. I'm not doing that. There is my soul's not for sale, pretty much. Like, there's nothing. There's no dollars. And, of course, she feels like, like I am blocking her dream to me about it. And I'm like, y'all not understanding something here. I'm not going to go do anything fake for the world. Like, that's just not I'm not doing it, period. And, one night I see that my email is up on her laptop, and I see her talking to the lawyer, because keep in mind, the divorce is still going on. They're saying she wants full custody of the kids, just so she can have signing authority to get these kids. So imagine now, She comes to me saying, I want you to sign this so the kids can be on the show. I was like, why you? She was looking through my email trying to find, like, I don't know how she got into my email. She's trying to see my dialogues with my lawyer. But like when I saw this conversation she had with her lawyer, I just could not believe how low she would go to be on this show. Again, I get it. It's your dream to take it to the next level. But you know my personality. Like, you can't buy me out. Like, there's nothing. I'm just not for that. So I was hurt to see that she would take it that far with the kids. And when she bought the paper, I pretty much said, get this paper out of here. You're moving shiesty. You're trying to get these kids, you know, full primary custody. And then that's when everything was like, she couldn't believe I saw that, you know. Then family members are coming to the house trying to talk me into it. And I'm just like, I'm not playing fake, man. Keep in mind now, time is going by. Now she's trying to she's trying to pretty much catch me slipping now. All right? Y'all better hold on to your seats right now because this is about to get real. So she decides to put a big ass $2,000 tracker in my car right here. $2,000. She hires a private investigator, texting her, telling her all my moves all day long. She's getting mad when the private investigator is just saying, yo, he's at the park. I'm just at the park, literally just kind of like soul searching, trying to figure out, you know, what is this all about? How do we move forward? She's getting mad. She even uses the word like he's a waste. You know, she's really begging to catch me slipping. But I'm not on that time right now. I'm just on another time. I'm just really figuring out what to do with this, because this is just bizarre to me, all of this. And you know, this person that she's talking to is now coaching her on how to get a gun. Okay, I have all this on video, everything. So she's there talking to this guy who's coaching her on how to get a gun. And now imagine I see this. First of all, let me make this very clear. Imagine if I did this as a man. Y'all would pin me. Y'all would call me a stalker, a lunatic, crazy. This would have been done a long time ago. If I did any half of that, hire a private investigator. This is what crazy dudes do. Okay? This is what crazy dudes do. Right? But she's doing it to me. Right? So I'm like, I find the GPS tracker. I'm in disbelief. I'm sitting with my people now. I'm like, yo, man, this girl has some guy. I don't know who he is, coaching her on how to get a gun. She got this big ass tracker in my car. What y'all think? I'm counseling her side of her family is counseling with me on what to do. And the consensus amongst the council of everybody on both sides was like, yo, bro, she might be trying to get you sent up. So at this point, I got two options here. Do I send her to the streets? Because you know who I roll with. You know how I move. But can I really send the mother of my children to the streets? I have no choice at this time but get a restraining order. Okay? I had to get a protective order. Right? And, you know, I get it. People are going to be mad that, yo, why'd you get a restraining order on a woman and this and that? I ain't got no choice at this time, because based on the counsel of everybody on both sides, they were like, yo, you gotta do something. And I'm not taking her to the streets. I just cannot take her to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get a protective order on her. So she's running with this false narrative that she's running around in the city. Yeah, you did this to yourself. Okay, you did this to yourself. And you're talking about, you know, the little one being with you. Yeah, you had to be with the little one. You're the mother of a very young baby, right? Like, she needs motherly love. And you did this, and I had to protect myself. Okay? This is fact. This is reported. This is known facts. Everything I said today so far, God help her, because this is the full truth. So now she's just lost in the sauce. She's out there. She's no longer in the house, and I pretty much is getting heat from her family to drop the protective order and just move on. And I dropped the protective order because, you don't want that pressure on it coming from everybody. I only did this to let everybody know, like, yo, pump your brakes. Y'all doing the absolute most for a show. But here's the problem I have about this show. Right? Like, you going crazy for this show. And then I saw the contract. I'm thinking, like, yo, there's a, her family kept saying something about legacy and there's a bag here. When I saw the contract, bro, you're getting paid a rack an episode. I was like, what are we doing here? I make a rack selling my beard oil almost every day. What the hell? A rack for all this shit? Bruh, I just could not believe it. I'm thinking, like, yo, there's some real benefit right here of some sort to be acting like this. Right now, it's just all vanity right now. This is just straight popularity contest right now that you're trying to get into. I was shocked. Yeah, I was just shocked. I was just in disbelief about this. Anyhow, I'm waiting for divorce to come now, the divorce court to come now. And she really is now pleading to me to essentially change my mind. And I'm just not having it. Based off of all the activities that occurred, I'm just not having it. I'm just like, I don't believe it anymore. You did the absolute most. I just can't believe it. And literally at the 23rd hour, just before our hearing, she's still begging. Sorry, I meant to say, I went on a journey. I left the state to just really, again, do I really want to give up on the family despite what has transpired? I went on this crazy journey by myself, just self-reflection. I come back literally like 3 hours before the court hearing. I dropped the case. There was a moment of relief. We're like, we can move on with our lives. So the next day, we go out. We had it just felt right. Like we went out. It just really felt like a relief, a moment. And the next day came, and she's crying. All of a sudden, I see her crying in the car, and I'm like, literally the next morning, she's crying in the car, and I'm like, what's going on? What happened? And she's saying, why is everybody messing with my mental health? Why'd you drop the divorce? I just looked at her. And at that moment, I literally just threw my hand in the air and I surrendered. I just surrendered. And I said, you do whatever you want. I know I have done God's work here. He will never forsake me. I am good. Like, I just threw my hands up and I was like, I'm good. Do whatever you want. Literally 24 hours later or 72 hours later, she filed for divorce. It's like a game at this point. It's like childish games. She files divorce, and I never asked her to change it. That's why if you see in the public record, I drop a divorce and then she files it for literally 48 hours later. And I just knew at that time, this test right here, my job was done here. I had proved this to the Creator that I did my best, and this was just for shits and giggles. Yeah, and what's fascinating about this video release yesterday is we settled. Divorce is done. But you're still bitter. Like, why are you bitter? It's done. Your problem here is It's fake happy, right? You're trying to, no one has survived you, okay? Literally, everybody is, you have nobody anymore, okay? You literally have no body anymore on your side. All your friends are gone. Like, even you had 2 weeks ago, your girl Precious came to visit you. The one that you're making fun of in this black video, I mean, this you making fun of a black woman, whatever, 2 weeks ago, comes and visits you. What happened? Like no one survives you. You go to the church, it's a mess. Oh, you fire every assistant. You don't even talk to your mom right now, and it's just crazy. Like, it's just unreal to me that no one can survive you. And I'm so sorry that I had to stoop to this level to come and let this person know, like, what it is. Because when you try to talk to them in private, they completely just like oblivious. They're not in tune with this world. Everything is validation from the internet. It's who they are is based on the worth of that comes from the internet. Like you lying out here about this new dude buying you a rollie. Girl, your damn receipt is right here. You bought the rollie for yourself. Why are you attributing it to him? Like, it's just crazy. Be happy. Like, you're doing the absolute most. It's crazy to me. All right? And I promise y'all, man, this is the truth, the whole truth. I don't know if I'm missing anything. There was so many things that was said on her video, but I feel like it's almost like a cry out. Like, we're done. You're just like, you keep sending me advances. You're with somebody else. Why are you inviting me to your place? Why are you telling me all these crazy stuff? I'm good, love. Just leave the boy alone. What y'all want from me? Even her family messaging me like, yo, how more can you take? But the problem is, like, yo, I'm on every time. I'm on any time y'all think you on. Like, whatever time you think you on, I'm on that time. Like, you want peace? I'm going to build you a garden. You want to move dirty, shiesty? Like, you just stop. Just leave me alone. I've surrendered. I've done my leg work here. Okay? You're doing the absolute most. You're dabbling around the truth here. Like, that's what I said. I'm going to finish the 85% here. You're not telling the truth. And God help you, okay? You come into the internet's not I'm guilty. I'm here talking. But the internet, these people here don't know you, okay? They're not here they're not jury.
Has he ever put his